Hello, I wanted to make a video and show something that I've been trying to explain for a while now, and something I learned when I was younger, having to do with crocheting and knitting. Just a little tip that I learned. Hopefully my cat won't yell in the background like he's doing now, but I've been trying to make a video all day. I got like 100 videos and they wouldn't upload, so I'm going to try it this way. Whenever I've been crocheting or over the years, there's some crocheting that requires you to make a magic circle and work in the rounds, and then there's other things that you can do by making a slip knot. Since I was very young, one of the things I noticed was that when I would be watching my mother's mother, my grandmother, crochet, she would start one project by doing a slip knot, which was basically, well, I don't know if I can get the camera to really show this, so I'm just doing it this way. She would just do this, and then pull the loop through, and I would always see this kind of half pretzel here at the bottom of the slip knot. And then another way she did it was she would just go around her crochet hook like this and go on, and I would still see that on the bottom of the slip knot was a half pretzel. Another thing is when people say chain up or just make a chain, like your foundation chain, people would talk about part of the chain being, please ignore my cat, he's been just going crazy yelling at people downstairs. There's a apartment being worked on downstairs. Okay, so there's V stitches on one side, and then the other side would be called the spine of the, and some people would talk about working the spine, the back side of the V's, working on the back side into what they call the spine, or the little nubbies. I always saw those as the little half pretzels. And when you do a magic circle, you hold your tail like this around the back of your hand, and you wrap it around your fingers like this, and then you go through your top loop and around your back and pull up, and again there is that half pretzel. So when I was really young, my grandmother and I would be crocheting something, and she would be showing me, and she would do her magic circle, and I would just do a slip knot and start working into the bottom of my slip knot, and she would be like, well, you're not working your magic circle. But the purpose of the magic circle is to be able to pull the tail and close your work so that there's no hole in the center. You can work the bottom of your, and this is your magic circle right here. So in a lot of patterns it would call you to chain up a certain number, like 3 or 4 or whatever it was, and then working in the rounds, excuse me, and then to like maybe double crochet into your magic circle. So that's what I'm doing to show you that, what the purpose of that is, hopefully, if I can get it done. Okay, so I'm double crocheting into my magic circle. I'm going to do 2 double crochets into my magic circle. Dustin, come in here and stop yelling. I'm going to keep yelling at the people downstairs. Okay. Hello, stop yelling. Come on in. Come on in here. Hop up. Okay. And then you're going to do another double crochet into and this is your magic circle right here. And you would work around your tail, kind of weave that in, and pull through. I think I just did like I did a single crochet. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Okay, so let me do a double. So you would do another double crochet, which is yarning over first, going into your magic circle, pulling up 3 loops, and then yarning over and pulling through 2, and then yarning over and pulling through 2 again. Okay, so I have here, excuse me, the 1 main chain and then 2 double crochets. And the purpose of the magic circle, which that's the magic circle, is being able to pull your work closed by pulling your tail like that and having the center of your work closed. But anything that requires you to work a magic circle or the middle of your, or in rounds, like a cap or mittens or socks or whatever, you could do with a slip knot, and the bottom of your slip knot is your magic circle. That is your magic circle. So I would just start here, and you just got to kind of really make sure you hold on to that, kind of like hold on to your magic circle and start your little chains up here. So 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to do a double crochet into my magic circle, which is here. And you get the same result. So I know I've met a lot of women that avoid the working in the rounds or the magic circle because they either don't want to do it or I don't know for what reason. But I used to also be that way too, because I'd be like, well, where's the magic circle? Poof, it's gone. But I realized really young that the bottom of the slip knot was the magic circle. So we used a magic circle here, and you can still close off your work by just pulling the tail, and it closes the work again. So if you really don't want to do a magic circle, or you've avoided patterns that require you to use a magic circle, again, you can just do a slip knot like so. Pull up, and there is your magic circle right there. So as long as you hold on to that and keep it, and it can be hard to see it and keep it, but it's just a matter of holding on to it. Chain up. You can work in any rounds, and then just go into your magic circle and around again. And I think people really know this, but I've never seen anyone mention it before, which I thought was odd. But again, the magic circle is so that you can close your work off. That's the whole purpose of it. So you pull your tail and it closes your work. And that was done with a slip knot. And if you did it this way, the magic circle, you would wrap around and go up through here and pull this up, and there's your magic circle. So it's pretty much the same thing, and a lot of people just stay away from it because of that. So I'm going to chain up 3. I'm going to yarn over and go into my magic circle, And I mean, I think your magic circle is a little bit bigger when you make the magic circle, but you can fiddle with it and make it bigger by working the bottom of your slip knot. So that's what I wanted to show, is that you can still do any of the patterns by using a slip knot. And I was crocheting with a group of women recently, and one woman said, "Oh, I don't like to work in the rounds or mess around with that magic circle thing, so I'll just work on the quilt part," because it was mostly chains. And other people were working in the rounds. And I was showing her. I didn't know what her reasoning was for not wanting to do it, but I said, well, when I was younger, I found this little shortcut that works for me anyways, and I hope I'm doing it right, but you just pull it shut, and there you have it. Same. That's the magic circle, pulling your work shut like this. If I did more rounds, it would be rounder, but I'm just doing a few to show you. And then, again, if you do a slip knot, there's your magic circle right there. You would just start doing your chains from here, chaining up. You might have a few loose chains, but I'm kind of showing it bigger just so you can see it. Your magic circle's right there. You're going to go into your magic circle, and oh, I don't want to use my tail yarn. Wait a minute. Sometimes I grab my tail yarn by accident there. So you want to yarn over. Oh, now I'm confused. Oh, because that's on the bottom. Alright, I'm going to pull this through here. Go over and around again. Let me see if this works. And then should be able to close this. Sometimes it doesn't work if I get my tail mixed in there. But you want to try to like bury your tail and work around your tail and then keep part of it out to just grab it. So again, it closes it. Closes your work off. So it does work. You still have your magic circle there, but if you were wanting to close your work off, you could. Another thing I've seen is in most of the working in the rounds into your magic circle, I'm not doing a magic circle, I'm doing a slip knot. If you just hold on to your slip knot and then start your, I'm holding on to my magic circle is the bottom of the slip knot right here. I'm going around, and it will get bigger as you go. I'll show you what I mean in a minute, so that you don't have to lose it. I would constantly lose my magic circle, and when I was crocheting with my grandmother, my mother's mother, she would always say, "You didn't do a magic circle." I'd be like, "Yes, I did. It's there." Go into the bottom, pull up, grab that other piece of yarn there, and make a double crochet into my magic circle, and then make another double crochet into my magic circle, and then again, we did this by a slip knot, and if you wanted to pull your work shut so you didn't have your hold there, you just pull that shut. So that's with a slip knot, and I've just been wanting to make a video of it, and that was just something I wanted to remember to just say. If it was funny to meet another woman that was like, "Oh, I don't like working in the rounds, I'd rather just do the chain." And she said she had never really made a slippers or a hat or mittens or anything that required the magic circle, and she just fastened everything together. And when I was showing her the bottom of her slip knot was her magic circle, she was like, oh, well, I could do that. And so if it helps anybody, that's just a little tip that I've been crocheting a lot and knitting a lot, and I thought I might as well just put out there. That's my video. Thanks. Bye.